remix some of them songs we don't on the radio. I'm like, this mix this right here. Night, what it was, day and night, day and night.
That was one of the big
mix that. I said, I didn't know that.
That's how y'all know Kid Cudi. You would have never known Kid Cudi if I didn't remix the record in New York City. I made that the biggest record in New York City. It wasn't Kid Cudi. Nobody knew who Kid Cudi was. Kid Cudi became about because he had video directors that I wanted them to do a video, and I asked them to show me a video they did before. And they showed me this kid on top of a roof with a record called Day and Night.
Right.
He worked in the store under the label. It was nobody. I was like, oh, yo, did this? I said, I like the record. Get the beat of the record, I want to do a remix. If you give me the beat of the record, I'll let y'all shoot my video. These kids was trying to shoot a video for free for me.
Oh.
Like, I got the beat. I told them they went crazy, you wanted to do it. I got the beat. I shot the video to the beat, and I never even put the They put it up on YouTube. They ripped it off of YouTube, and it became the biggest record in New York City. And that's how Kid Cudi became an artist. They ended up giving him a big deal off of Jim Jones' back.
We ain't know nothing. First off, we love Jim Jones, right? Like, I grew up on Jimmy. Like, he's the homie. I met him when I was coming up. He was cool, right? Jimmy, I'm going to address you directly, my nigga. You talking about how you are responsible for my success is a lie. You need to stop lying to people. You get on your little podcast and you start gossiping and talking. Everybody on your podcast don't know the truth, so they all agreeing with you. But if you look under the comments under that post, you'll see people are letting you know what time it is. Day and Night was already a hit record before you touched it, my nigga. I put it on my MySpace, it blew up, okay? I had an entire mixtape. I was on my way. Motown was courting me. Kanye wanted to sign me. All because of Day and Night, because I put it on my MySpace and it blew up, my nigga. It blew up. I can promise you that Sylvia Rhone did not listen to your remix and say she wanted to sign me. That is not why I have a record deal, bro. Nothing you're talking about is the truth. How do you think I had a music video? I was shooting the music video. I was already on. You saw a hit record and jumped on it, my nigga. Like, you didn't make me, man. You didn't make me. So, like, you got to stop telling these tales, my nigga.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in on old Jomo, making the timeline for what they saying is capping in line once again. And I had a link to the description where you can watch that clip at the beginning in full on the No Rap Cap podcast out of New Orleans. And there's several layers to this conversation right here, because this is the same interview that it kicked a lot of stuff off where they coming from New Orleans. They just sit down asking Jim Jones questions and letting him pop in it. Just like, hey, inform us on this, tell us about this. This is what we see, and what Jim Jones is just saying is turning up because he mentioned the names, giving stories that they wasn't there for, that they don't know about, and it's just organically turning up because of what Jim Jones is saying. But we is outside with it today. The snowstorm is coming in. We is going off and on in the rain, but it ain't a thing. We still got to work in. Whether it's snowy, cloudy, rain, sleet, snow, we still got to get the job in for shit show. As Jim Jones just came back and responded to what Kid Cudi said right there and he just typed this straight through, so it's going to be some mess ups in here. If you're not from NY, you wouldn't understand, LOL. Just a fact check. I love Cudi also, but when this dropped, this no one ever heard of you. It wasn't played on the radio or any BET, MTV. It wasn't on mixtapes. You wasn't hot in the NY streets as the new rapper. I can say that because I remember how I end up even doing a freestyle to your record at the time, which is still an NY classic to this day. I remember your video was shot by my intern, and only reason I let him shoot this video was because I asked him to show me what work he's done. He showed me this video they did for you. I told him if he get me the beat, I would let them shoot the video to the freestyle. I would do the beat. That wasn't a feature, LOL. Your record never got played on Hot 97 at all before that. There was no IG going, nothing like that. And in 2008, I was pretty hot outside, LOL. So hot that I only did the video, never put out the audio. They ripped the audio from the video on YouTube, played it on Hot 97 as a new Jim Jones record, ended up on all the countdowns. Naturally, you became hot in the industry, and a DJ A-Tracks, I believe, signed you. Then y'all put the record out nationally, the original version with just you on it, and you were on fire. I recall vividly. We can call your ex-manager, which is the same person who was my intern, the video director, but we won't have slander on the truth. LOL. Keep me on your Explorer too easy. I'll say this for Jim Jones. He's speaking from an NY perspective, maybe, but in the MySpace days, what Kid Cudi is saying, I want to make this clear. I don't rock with Kid Cudi at all. He sold his soul, did the dress thing, the fingernail polish to get back hot in the game. I completely don't rock with him, did the little fake marriage or anything like that. But I do this to come cover the storyline on this right here because I know people see it hit the blogs, it hit the media to me. So whatever with that situation with Kid Cudi, I don't rock with the dude at all. Lost respect for him. But when it comes to this, me covering the facts, Jim Jones might see it that way because he's from New York. In New York, might have not got hip to the record, but there wasn't just New York audiences at the time. I can't remember how it went down. I know in that era, it was a thing to hop on hot songs, and what really hipped him to the beat, besides like, yeah, if the people that was working with you, they told you about the beat, that don't mean that it wasn't spread it to a whole different demographic in the game. It might not have been hot like as far as in the streets because it wasn't a street record. And it was a different time when you like could get hot on the internet, not like it is today, but it was still a thing to have a whole fan base, a whole audience and be hot off of strictly MySpace music or things like that, where people would go get the music off of there and it's already gonna go up. Now in New York, the streets and the people in the everyday culture in New York might have not been hip to hit who Kid Cudi was and been up on it. So they first time hearing that beat might have been Jim Jones jumping on it in the song that he made and not even knowing like, hey, this got traction over here, this got traction in these states, these cities, and these towns. I do remember the era when Jim Jones was hopping on beats. I most definitely was on them. When they was going on, him and Sid City had that run, when they was doing a lot of music together, a lot of videos. I watched them all. Jim Jones was working. He was active. The Ghost of Rich Porter tape days, all that. I was up on them for sure. But I don't know about this day and night when right here Kid Cudi say, bro, I was already in touch with the labels. I was already this. I was already that. But I'll say this, Jim Jones, I don't know if Jim Jones be intentionally doing this. And that's the thing. I don't think he is at all. He really feels the way he feels, like he impacted certain things. He made those moves, and that's what makes it go up and make people click it because it's like he really believe it in his mind. Like Jim Jones don't come off as like the type of liar. Like, you know, he'll come through, and you can tell sometimes he tried to get the algorithm going just a little bit. But it's like, bro, really be believing what he's saying. So it's like, yeah, we really there. I don't look at Jim Jones and Fat Joe as the same approach to this thing. Jim Jones really be having it in his mind that he on that type of time. But hey, Jim Jones steady working. We'll see what go on with it. Tell me what y'all think. We got more coming. Stay on your pivot. Y'all tap into the Patreon, Urban Politicians TV as well. We got exclusive content dropping on there. Y'all stay locked in. Stay safe, stay warm. Stay on your pivot for shit show.